I'm low-key convinced that Spurs fans want Wemby gone. Like they just expect it. I think Kawhi Leonard has just created some type of plague on all of Spurs fans' minds.
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
There's like a mental block of thinking rationally when it comes to superstars with the San Antonio Spurs. I don't know what's going on, but man, oh man, is it bad. Now, don't get me wrong. Most people on this channel hasn't really been like super doomer or anything when it comes to Wemby, but man, I see so many, and they're Spurs. They are Spurs fans. Okay. These aren't like fake Spurs fans. These aren't even bandwagoners. These are just Spurs fans that's been Spurs fans for a little while. I said Spurs fans a lot. And they're just pessimistic towards Wemby, not his playing, but the fact that, is he going to stay? Is he going to leave? And it's like, I don't, we can't predict the future, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say 100% Wemby is going to stay forever, okay? For his entire career, he's going to be a San Antonio Spur. I can't say that with all honesty. Like no one can, right? And you can't say it the other way either. So it's like, okay, yeah, we can't say that, but we can at least make an inference. And thus far, there's been nothing pointing towards the fact that he's unhappy with the franchise. It's been nothing pointing towards he's upset with his position with the Spurs, that he's upset with the coaching staff, that it's insane. And honestly, I'll be completely real with you, okay? We're like, what, 17 games in, 18? I have no idea. All right, wait, 20 games? I don't even care if it was 30. I don't care if it was 40 games. I don't care if it was 50, 60, 70. If any rookie goes to a franchise in the first year that you're not successful, you're like, hey, I'm out, I'm gone. I don't really care for you to be here anyway, because I don't necessarily think that's a winning mentality. I'm not saying sit here and wait for the Spurs forever. You're like 10, 12 years. I'm not saying none of that, okay? Obviously, after 3-4 years, then maybe you need to start assessing things like, gosh, are you guys doing anything to improve? But I think the Spurs are, and they have so many draft capital, so many draft picks, and they have so much flexibility with their cap space that they can make something happen. And there's already been a lot of free agents and players just saying in general that, hey, you know, I kind of want to go to San Antonio. Like, there's been a lot of talk surrounding that. Not free agents, I'm sorry, but a lot of players just in general saying, oh, San Antonio looked pretty nice. So I don't necessarily think that there's this huge problem going on in San Antonio right now. Just chill out. And it's like, no matter how much evidence you get towards the fact that he is going to stay, at least for the foreseeable future, I don't know. I don't know how you argue against it. I mean, there's just so much evidence. So I want to take a look at this video in particular of Wemby talking about the San Antonio Spurs, just as more evidence that everything's okay and you need to stop being such a doomer. Is this turned up all the way? Yeah, it is. All right, cool.
Everybody comes with a purpose, and comes to do good at work, and everybody knows where we're going, and most of the people here have been through everything before, so yeah, we're good. We're in great hands.
Everyone knows where we're going. Everybody's been through this before. They know what they're doing. I am just a rookie. I'm going to listen, take it in. I believe in the franchise. Shut up.
Hope you won't find this impertinent, but
not you, Wemby, just fans. Sorry.
What's the greatest number of consecutive losses you've ever had before this?
What is important?
He said, "What's the most consecutive losses you've ever had before this?" That seems a little clickbaity. Not clickbaity, clip chimpy, a little bit.
Smart ass.
The great number of losses I had probably has to be when I was playing soccer back then. We really didn't have a good team.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It was more than that.
What position did you play in soccer?
Goalie.
But it wasn't my fault.
That makes sense.
No,
He was goalie, right?
it was more than that.
What position did you play in soccer?
Goalie. But it wasn't my fault.
How do I know more about Wemby than reporters? How do I know more about Wemby than reporters? I kind of feel like Kel. You guys ever watch Keenan and Kel? I put the screw in the tuna. He kind of said it with that cadence. But anyways, okay. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he played goalie. Like, yeah, and I knew that already.
That makes sense.
No.
And we talked about it before. I thought that was kind of why his instincts were so good and why he's such a good shot blocker. So.
Come on. I swear it wasn't my fault.
That makes sense. It makes sense you play goalie.
Yeah. I can play any position, though. Everybody comes with...
Yeah. By the way, I think his signature thing, you know how Tim Duncan's signature thing is to like you hold the ball like this. I think Wemby's signature thing is when he like I don't know what this is called. Okay, I used to play soccer as a kid. I have no idea what this is called though. When he like juggles the ball with his feet, with the soccer ball when he kicks it up. I think that'll be his thing. It'll be something related to soccer with the basketball. I think that's gonna be his thing. That's gonna be his signature thing. But, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what other evidence people really need toward like to believe that everything's okay with our star right now. Like obviously, you're not smart by saying, you know, if things don't turn around in the next 4 years, we need to really watch out. Yeah, obviously. If everything is just the exact same and the Spurs are still losing 20, yeah, they're still losing like 60 games. Yeah, probably. We probably need to, yeah, he probably needs to reevaluate some things, sure, after 4 or 5 years, but that we're not there. Okay, he's a 19-year-old. Why can't people just stay in the moment? I feel like too often, especially with fandom, too often I think we jump too far to the future, like maybe sometimes too far to the past. And it's like right now, everything that he's saying is he's okay. Everything is fine. And while the future and the past is super important, and I am a advocate for, advocate might be too strong of a word, but I am a proponent of Jeremy Sohan starting at point guard, or at the very least, not necessarily just starting, he don't have to start, but getting as many reps at point guard as humanly possible before next season, because I'm expecting that the Spurs will pick up a guard in the draft. Like, it's much experience as he possibly can. I'm for that, okay? Because I think it will help for the future. But man, this whole idea that just because there's a possibility that he could leave in the future and we need to worry about, I don't know. It just feels like we're just worrying about worrying. Like, can we just chill out? Everything is fine. Every bit of information that you're receiving from players and from coaches thus far has been nothing but positive. No one's sitting around pointing fingers. There's not any weird subliminals being thrown where Wemby's kind of, what did he mean by that? Is he giving a jab at Popovich? Is that a dig at Keldon? No, none of that. None of that is going on. No one. Everyone's super positive. It's a great environment, great culture. Thus far, he's stupid young. Give it some time, okay? And I truly do believe this. Kawhi, my boy, Kawhi, you really messed us up. I mean, you really did. I mean, people are just so paranoid because of what you did. And I understand it, okay? I understand. I get it. The Kawhi Leonard situation sucked. It wasn't fun. I didn't have a good time. I was very irritated. It wasn't good, obviously. But at the end of the day, it was a very rare occasion. I mean, it was really weird. I don't know if any team has seen an exit the way that we saw the Kawhi exit. It was so strange. He was so quiet. He disappeared. And I don't really think it was a good enough reason just to bounce. I mean, you can have any reason you want to bounce, but the way in which he did it, you would have thought that the Spurs just threw him under the bus and everyone just shunned him from the team. And I don't know. I mean, the Spurs were, I mean, it's not like we weren't winning, right? Like Kawhi Leonard, he left and the Spurs were winning. He left and the Spurs were winning. To that point, I feel like there's not much the Spurs could have done in that situation, okay? So with Wemby's situation, it's not, and I don't even know how people can draw parallels here, because with Kawhi, yeah, he left while we were winning. Wemby is a 19-year-old rookie, and yeah, it's a losing team, and he's being nothing but positive. Kawhi literally disappeared, didn't say a word, and we were winning. Like we were getting ready to win another championship, and he bounced. And then he won a championship with the Raptors, and then he still bounced. There was nothing on the Spurs part where I say, dang, if the Spurs just did that. The medical staff, all that's smoke and mirrors. I don't believe that if the medical staff would have done something differently that he stayed. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. It definitely wasn't championships. Oh, if the Spurs would have just won a champ, nope, don't buy it, because he went and won one and still left. So he was going to leave regardless. His family, they were going to leave regardless. But with the Wemby situation, and if we even look at anybody else, any other stars that we've had, it all pans out. It's all fine. Don't trip about it. It's going to be okay. Okay. And in San Antonio, that's the best place he could be, not only for his development, but also because of the amount of mentors that he has surrounding him. So not tripping about it. Sorry, I went on a little bit of a soliloquy there, but those are my thoughts on it. Anyways, you guys want to support the channel, you know how, man. ClanTheMerchFan.com, link in the description, or become a Patreon YouTube member, only $2 a month. And if you don't want to do any of that, just like and subscribe to this video. It would mean the world to me. It'll help. But yeah, really, really great stuff. Anyways, I'll give it to you guys later. Till next time. Bye.